Welcome to my channel, Old Coins History 333. In this video, I tell you about the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. The Washington quarter dollar is a coin that many of us have seen, held, and used countless times. But few of us know about the potential hidden value it holds. The 1971 Washington quarter, in particular, is one of those coins that, at first glance, may seem like just another ordinary 5-cent piece of currency. However, it's far more than just that. While most 1971 quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents, there's a special class of these coins that have gained significant value in the numismatic world. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the legacy of George Washington, the first president of the United States. His image has graced the obverse of the coin ever since, with the reverse side featuring an eagle or other motifs that have evolved over the years. But it's the 1971 Washington quarter that catches the attention of serious collectors today, thanks to certain features and circumstances that have led to its rare and high-value status. Most 1971 Washington quarters that are found in circulation are of little monetary value, merely serving as a functional part of the currency system. However, some 1971 quarters were struck with unique minting errors, making them much rarer and far more valuable than their counterparts. Minting errors are imperfections or mistakes that happen during the coin production process. These errors can occur at any stage, and they lead to one-of-a-kind coins that are highly sought after by collectors. In fact, these errors are often what can drive the price of a coin to incredible amounts. One of the most sought-after features of the 1971 Washington quarter is the possibility of a double die error. A double die occurs when a coin is struck more than once by the dies, causing the design to appear doubled or blurred. This could happen to the lettering, the portrait of Washington, or other parts of the coin's design. These types of errors are rare and often lead to coins being worth far more than the original value. Imagine a 1971 quarter with a double die error being found in a coin collection or among someone's change. It could be worth thousands of dollars. Another error to watch for is the misaligned die. This happens when the die used to strike the coin isn't properly aligned, which can cause the image to appear off-center or distorted. This type of misalignment can make the coin unique and much more desirable in the world of coin collectors. The more unusual or extreme the misalignment, the more value it can add to the coin. But it's not just minting errors that can make the 1971 Washington quarter valuable. The condition of the coin also plays a significant role. Like many collectible coins, those that are in near-perfect or uncirculated condition are worth much more than those that have been worn down through years of circulation. A coin with minimal wear, scratches, or discoloration will always be more valuable than one that has been battered and bruised from constant use. Collectors and numismatists seek out well-preserved coins because they are rarer and more desirable. Now, if you're wondering just how much a 1971 Washington quarter could be worth, you'll be amazed at the potential value. While most of the quarters you encounter are worth just 25 cents, a rare 1971 Washington quarter in mint condition or with a valuable minting error can fetch up to astonishing amounts. In fact, some of these rare quarters have been known to sell for prices that are hard to believe. Some 1971 Washington quarters have been sold for as much as $98,000. Yes, you heard that right, $98,000 for a single quarter. This extraordinary price is a reflection of the rarity, condition, and minting errors that make these coins so desirable. It's a reminder that what may appear to be an ordinary, everyday coin could actually be hiding a small fortune. If you happen to find a 1971 Washington quarter with a minting error or in excellent condition, you could be holding onto a piece of American history worth far more than its face value. If you think you might have a valuable 1971 Washington quarter, the first step is to carefully inspect it for any visible errors. Look for double strikes, misaligned designs, or anything that stands out as different from the usual coin. Pay attention to the condition of the coin as well. The better preserved it is, the more valuable it could be. If you believe you have found a rare 1971 quarter, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a coin expert. Grading is the process through which a coin's authenticity, condition, and any potential errors are assessed. This can help you understand exactly how much your coin could be worth on the open market. In conclusion, the 1971 Washington quarter is far more than just a regular piece of currency. It's a coin that holds the potential to be worth far more than its face value, thanks to its minting errors and the condition in which it is kept. With rare examples of this coin being sold for as much as $98,000, it's clear that the 1971 Washington quarter is a treasure waiting to be discovered. So, the next time you come across a 1971 quarter, take a moment to look it over closely. It might just be worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 2. The Washington quarter dollar is a coin that has been an integral part of U.S. currency for over 80 years. Since 1932, it has been circulating across the nation, featuring the iconic image of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Most people are familiar with the Washington quarter because it's so commonly used in everyday transactions. But what if I told you that some Washington quarters, especially those from certain years, could be worth far more than their face value? Let's focus on the 1972 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that many people overlook as they go about their daily lives. At first glance, the 1972 quarter seems like a typical, everyday coin, and for the most part, it is. However, there's a special kind of intrigue surrounding the 1972 quarter dollar, which makes it a highly sought-after piece for coin collectors. What's even more interesting is the fact that a rare 1972 Washington quarter could be worth much more than just 25 cents. So, why exactly would a 1972 quarter hold such value? The 1972 Washington quarter features a design that has been familiar to coin collectors for decades: the bust of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. These classic design elements are part of the charm that has made the Washington quarter so iconic. However, as with most coins, there's always the possibility for a minting error. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the coin's production, and these imperfections are exactly what makes certain coins incredibly valuable. If you're a coin collector or someone who's interested in numismatics, you'll know that the value of a coin can skyrocket when it's struck with a rare minting error. For the 1972 Washington quarter, one such error that collectors are on the lookout for is the double die error. This occurs when a coin is struck multiple times, causing the design to be doubled or blurred in certain areas. If you look closely at the obverse of a coin with a double die error, you might notice that George Washington's portrait, the inscriptions, or other details appear to be duplicated. This type of error can make the coin far more valuable than one that was correctly struck, and collectors are often willing to pay a premium for these kinds of unique pieces. Another type of minting error that can increase the value of a 1972 Washington quarter is a misaligned die. This happens when the dies used to strike the coin are not properly aligned. The result is a coin with an off-center design. While misaligned dies are not as common as other types of errors, they can make a coin even more special. When a 1972 quarter has this misalignment, it becomes much more intriguing to collectors, as it is a rare example of an imperfectly minted coin. In addition to minting errors, the condition of a coin is one of the most important factors that influence its value. The better the condition, the higher the coin's worth. Coins that have been preserved in mint or near-mint condition are incredibly valuable because they are rare and pristine. A 1972 Washington quarter in excellent condition, with minimal wear and damage, will fetch a much higher price than one that's been through years of circulation and shows signs of heavy wear. It's all about how well the coin has been taken care of over the years, and if it's still in top-notch shape, it's more likely to attract the attention of serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar. Now, let's talk about how much a 1972 Washington quarter could actually be worth. For most of us, we may only come across a regular 1972 quarter worth 25 cents. But, for those lucky enough to find a rare, mint condition 1972 quarter or one with a significant minting error, the value can soar to astronomical amounts. While typical 1972 quarters are of little monetary value, there have been cases where a rare example of this coin has been sold for incredible sums. Some of the most sought-after 1972 Washington quarters have been known to fetch up to $94,000. That's right, $94,000 for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? The price reflects the rarity and desirability of these special 1972 Washington quarters, particularly those with minting errors or those in pristine condition. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare coins, and when they find one, they're willing to pay big bucks to add it to their collection. So, How can you tell if you have a valuable 1972 Washington quarter on your hands? The first step is to examine the coin carefully for any minting errors. Look for signs of a double die or misaligned strike. If the coin has a double design or appears off-center, you may have stumbled upon a valuable piece. Next, check the condition of the coin. A quarter that's been kept in excellent condition, with minimal wear, will be worth far more than one that has been heavily circulated. If you think you've found a rare 1972 Washington quarter, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a certified coin expert. Grading will help determine the coin's condition, authenticity, and any errors it may have. Once graded, you'll have a much clearer idea of its true market value. In conclusion, the 1972 Washington quarter is not just another everyday coin. If you find one with minting errors or in mint condition, it could be worth far more than its face value. Some of these rare quarters have sold for as much as $94,000, making them highly prized by collectors. So, the next time you come across a 1972 quarter, take a closer look. It could be your ticket to a small fortune. Top 3. The Washington Quarter Dollar, an iconic symbol of American currency, has been circulating for decades, gracing the pockets of millions of people across the United States. The design featuring George Washington's portrait on the front has become an emblem of American history and pride. While most people are familiar with the quarter, few realize that some of these coins, particularly from certain years, can be worth a lot more than just their face value. One such example is the 1986 Washington Quarter Dollar, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but holds incredible value in the world of coin collecting. The 1986 Washington Quarter was minted as part of the regular coinage for that year, featuring the well-known image of President George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, which has been the design standard for many years. But here's the twist. This seemingly normal coin has been known to sell for extraordinary amounts at auctions, particularly in pristine condition or when it contains a rare minting error. When it comes to the value of coins, one of the most significant factors that can increase their worth is a minting error. During the minting process, coins can sometimes be struck incorrectly, leading to variations from the standard design. These errors are highly prized by collectors because they create one-of-a-kind pieces that cannot be replicated. For example, a 1986 Washington quarter might feature a double die, which occurs when the coin is struck multiple times during the minting process. This causes parts of the design to appear as if they've been printed twice, leading to a doubled effect on the lettering or image. Coins with this kind of error are extremely rare, and they can fetch a significant premium in the marketplace. Another minting error that can make a 1986 Washington quarter highly valuable is a misaligned die. This happens when the dies used to strike the coin are not properly aligned, which can cause the design to appear off-center. A misaligned die error can make the coin stand out from the rest of the coins in circulation, creating a unique piece that collectors will want to add to their collections. These types of errors are rare and can increase the value of a coin exponentially. But it's not just minting errors that make a 1986 Washington quarter valuable. The coin's condition plays a crucial role in determining its worth. Coins that have been well preserved and are in excellent condition are much more desirable to collectors than those that show signs of wear and tear. A 1986 Washington quarter that has been kept in pristine condition with minimal damage or discoloration will always fetch a higher price than one that has been heavily circulated. Coins in mint or near-mint condition are often classified as uncirculated, and these pieces are among the most sought after by numismatists. When you come across a 1986 Washington quarter, it's essential to carefully examine its condition. Even the smallest imperfections, such as scratches or discoloration, can reduce the coin's value. Coins that are free of wear and show no signs of handling are the ones that could be worth the most. If you're fortunate enough to find one that's been carefully preserved or has a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a real treasure. The value of the 1986 Washington quarter is not just determined by its minting errors or condition, but also by the growing interest in coin collecting as a hobby and investment. As more collectors enter the market, the demand for rare and unique coins increases, driving up prices. The 1986 Washington quarter is no exception, as it has garnered attention from both novice and seasoned collectors looking for exceptional coins to add to their collections. Now, let's talk about just how much a 1986 Washington quarter could be worth. While most 1986 quarters are worth only 25 cents, the value of rare or well-preserved examples can be substantially higher. If you're lucky enough to find a 1986 Washington quarter in flawless condition or with a unique minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth a fortune. In fact, some 1986 Washington quarters have been known to sell for as much as $84,000. That's right, $84,000 for a single quarter. This price reflects the rarity and uniqueness of the coin, whether it's due to a minting error, its uncirculated condition, or simply its desirability in the eyes of collectors. It's a reminder that coins, which may seem like simple everyday objects, can actually be worth far more than we might imagine. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1986 Washington quarter? The first step is to carefully inspect the coin for any obvious errors, such as double dies or misaligned designs. If you see anything that stands out as different from a typical 1986 quarter, it could be a rare minting error worth a lot of money. Additionally, make sure to check the coin's condition. The more pristine the coin, the higher its potential value. If you believe you've found a rare 1986 Washington quarter, the next step is to have it professionally graded by an expert. Grading helps determine the authenticity, condition, and rarity of a coin, which is essential for determining its market value. Once the coin is graded, you'll have a clearer understanding of just how much it could be worth. In conclusion, the 1986 Washington quarter is a coin that holds more value than most people realize. While it may seem like a regular quarter, the potential for minting errors, as well as its condition, can make it a highly valuable piece for collectors. Some of these rare coins have sold for as much as $84,000, which proves that something as simple as a quarter could be worth a small fortune. So, the next time you come across a 1986 Washington quarter, take a closer look. You might just have a hidden treasure in your pocket. Top 4. The Washington quarter dollar has been an iconic part of American currency for generations, with its timeless design featuring the face of the first U.S. president, George Washington. While most people are familiar with this coin and see it as a simple 25-cent piece used in everyday transactions, there's much more to these coins than meets the eye. Specifically, certain years of the Washington quarter, such as the 1994 edition, have become highly sought after by collectors due to their rarity and potential value. In fact, the 1994 Washington quarter has been known to fetch astounding prices in the world of coin collecting. To fully appreciate the value of the 1994 Washington quarter, we need to understand a bit more about the coin itself. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to celebrate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth, and since then, it has been minted continuously, becoming one of the most widely recognized coins in the United States. Over the years, the design has remained largely the same, with George Washington on the obverse and various symbols, such as the eagle, featured on the reverse. Now, while most quarters are worth exactly 25 cents, certain years of these coins are far more valuable due to rare minting errors, unique variations, and other factors that can dramatically increase their worth. The 1994 Washington quarter, in particular, is one that often catches the eye of serious collectors, as it possesses some key attributes that make it more valuable than its face value. One of the biggest factors that can elevate the worth of a 1994 Washington quarter is the presence of a minting error. During the coin minting process, mistakes can sometimes occur that lead to variations in the coin's design. These errors are incredibly important to collectors, as they create one-of-a-kind pieces that cannot be replicated. One of the most common types of minting errors seen in quarters is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once by the dies, resulting in a double image on parts of the coin. On a 1994 Washington quarter, this could mean that the portrait of George Washington, or the lettering around the coin, could appear doubled or blurred. A quarter with this error can be worth many times its face value, as it is considered a rare and unique collectible. Another minting error to look out for is a misaligned die. This happens when the die used to strike the coin is not properly aligned, causing the design to be off-center. This type of error creates a coin with a distinctive, uneven appearance that collectors find fascinating. Misaligned die coins are relatively rare, and when found, they can attract a lot of attention from those looking to add unique pieces to their collections. It's important to remember that the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value as well. Just like with any collectible item, the better the condition of the coin, the higher its potential worth. A 1994 Washington quarter that has been well preserved, without any significant scratches, dents, or discoloration, is far more valuable than one that has been heavily worn down through years of circulation. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition are highly coveted, as they are considered rarities, particularly when compared to the vast number of coins that have been used in day-to-day transactions. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are free from blemishes and signs of wear, and a coin in excellent condition can often fetch a substantial premium. Beyond the physical aspects of the coin itself, the 1994 Washington quarter is also a part of a specific era in American numismatics, which adds to its allure. The mid-1990s were a transitional time for coin collecting, and certain years, like 1994, have become particularly popular with collectors due to their place in history and their relatively low mintage compared to other years. This makes coins from this period even more desirable, as they represent a snapshot of U.S. currency during a unique moment in time. Now, let's talk about how much a 1994 Washington quarter can actually be worth. While most 1994 quarters that you come across will be worth just 25 cents, a rare example with a minting error or in pristine condition can easily be worth much more. Some of these quarters have been known to sell for extraordinary amounts, with the rarest examples reaching a price of as much as $72,000. That's right, $72,000 for a single coin that, on the surface, seems like it would only be worth a quarter. But this is the magic of coin collecting. A single coin can be transformed into a valuable piece of history depending on its condition, rarity, and the presence of minting errors. For collectors, it's these unique coins that are the real treasures, often worth far more than their original face value. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1994 Washington quarter on your hands? The first step is to carefully examine the coin for any potential minting errors. Look for signs of double dies or misaligned strikes that could indicate a rare variation. You'll also want to assess the coin's condition. If it's well preserved, with minimal signs of wear and tear, you could have a much more valuable piece than you initially thought. If you believe that you've found a rare 1994 Washington quarter, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a coin expert. Professional grading can help you determine the coin's authenticity, condition, and market value. Once the coin has been graded, you'll have a better understanding of how much it could sell for at auction or to private buyers. In conclusion, while most 1994 Washington quarters are worth a mere 25 cents, there are rare examples that can be worth significantly more. Whether due to a minting error, its condition, or its place in coin collecting history, some 1994 quarters have been known to sell for prices as high as $72,000. This goes to show just how valuable and fascinating the world of coin collecting can be. So, the next time you find a 1994 Washington quarter in your pocket, take a moment to inspect it closely. You might just have a small fortune on your hands. Top 5. The Washington quarter dollar has long been a staple of American currency, representing not just the value of a single coin, but also the rich history of the United States. For years, this coin has circulated throughout the country, its iconic design featuring George Washington's profile serving as a symbol of the nation's founding. But there's more to the Washington quarter than meets the eye, especially when it comes to certain years. While many quarters from the 1990s are often seen as typical, there is one year, in particular, the 1997 Washington quarter, that has gained attention for its hidden value and the potential for a substantial payoff for collectors. When most people think of a quarter, they probably just consider it a 25-cent coin that gets passed around from person to person in everyday transactions. However, coin collecting, or numismatics, has always been a fascinating hobby for many, and the coins we come across daily can sometimes be worth far more than their face value. The 1997 Washington quarter is one such example, and understanding its value can unlock the mystery of why this seemingly ordinary coin can command extraordinary prices. The 1997 Washington quarter was minted as part of the regular series of U.S. coins, with the familiar design that has graced the quarter for decades. On the obverse, the coin features the profile of George Washington, while the reverse displays an eagle, continuing the tradition that started with the first quarter in 1932. While this design has remained consistent over the years, the value of any coin, including the 1997 quarter, can vary significantly depending on several key factors. One of the biggest influences on the value of a coin is its condition. Coins that have been in circulation for many years often show signs of wear, with scratches, discoloration, or other markings that can detract from their overall appearance. However, a 1997 Washington quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition is a rare find. When a quarter is free from damage and has been carefully preserved, it becomes more valuable to collectors who are looking for coins that are as close to their original state as possible. Coins that have been well kept or stored in protective cases are often considered to be in mint condition, and these coins are highly desirable. Another factor that can significantly increase the value of the 1997 Washington quarter is the possibility of a minting error. Minting errors occur when a coin is struck incorrectly during the production process, resulting in a design that deviates from the intended outcome. These errors can range from minor to extreme, but any sort of mistake that creates a coin that is different from the standard issue is considered a rarity. For example, a 1997 quarter could feature a double die error, where part of the design is struck twice, resulting in a blurred or doubled image. This is a highly sought-after error because it creates a one-of-a-kind coin, and these types of errors can greatly increase the value of a coin. Other types of minting errors that can make a 1997 Washington quarter particularly valuable include off-center strikes or incorrect engravings. These variations are the result of mishaps during the minting process, but they add to the uniqueness and allure of the coin. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins with such errors, as they are often seen as rare, highly collectible items as the years go by. Certain coins from specific years become more desirable due to their rarity and historical significance. The 1997 Washington quarter is a coin that fits this category, and as the interest in coin collecting continues to grow, the demand for rare and unique coins like the 1997 quarter only increases. This means that as time passes, the value of these coins could rise significantly, making them even more lucrative for collectors. Now, let's talk about just how much a 1997 Washington quarter can be worth. While the vast majority of these quarters are worth only 25 cents, the value of a coin with minting errors in excellent condition, or that's part of a specific collection, can be much higher. It's not uncommon for rare coins from this era to fetch impressive amounts at auction, and the 1997 Washington quarter is no exception. In fact, a 1997 Washington quarter that meets all the right criteria, whether it's due to minting errors, its pristine condition, or its rarity, can sell for as much as $65,000. Yes, that's right, $65,000 for a single 1997 Washington quarter. This price reflects the uniqueness and desirability of the coin in the eyes of collectors. It's a reminder that something as simple as a quarter can be worth much more than just its face value, depending on factors like its condition, rarity, and potential for minting errors. The world of coin collecting can be surprising, and in some cases, even ordinary coins from the past can turn out to be worth a small fortune. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1997 Washington quarter on your hands? First, you'll want to inspect the coin for any signs of minting errors. Look closely for any areas where the design appears doubled or misaligned. If you notice anything unusual about the coin's appearance, it could be a rare variation worth more than you think. Then, examine the condition of the coin. If the quarter appears to be in mint or near mint condition, free from any major signs of wear or damage, you could have a valuable collector's item. If you believe you have found a valuable 1997 Washington quarter, the next step is to have it professionally graded. A coin grading expert can assess the condition, authenticity, and rarity of your coin, which will help determine its true market value. Once graded, you'll have a better understanding of how much the coin could potentially sell for in an auction or private sale. In conclusion, the 1997 Washington quarter is a coin that holds more value than many people realize. While most 1997 quarters are worth only 25 cents, those with minting errors or in exceptional condition can be worth much more. Some of these quarters have been known to sell for as much as $65,000, making them a highly desirable addition to any coin collection. So, the next time you come across a 1997 Washington quarter, take a closer look. It might just be worth far more than you ever expected.